got a who really love you and you making her happy, it's no who gonna your like her. It's no gonna you like her. It's no gonna do for you in the time that you might need her the most. Ain't nobody gonna be there. That will die for you. She knows she can't swim, but she gonna jump off a bridge for you.
Facts.
Get a who you love and make her love you. That's the thing niggas don't understand. It's not just fucking with you because they might in the first like, oh, all right, I just want a nigga to fuck with for so on, whatever, blah, 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 blah. You really like a bro, you do what you know she want you to do. You ain't gotta be the cutest nigga. Why you think these ugly niggas be having the baddest bitches?
Trying to figure out.
Cause they do what they know they want them to do. She can't find a nigga who look like Will Smith gonna do that for her. So she gonna accept your ugly ass doing it.
We also talked about the ugly guys as well too. So I think he brought up some points we spoke about earlier. But what are you guys' thoughts about the video and what a man should do when he finds the right woman? So let's go ahead and give some insight to the fellas and maybe watching and let the women get a glimpse into our minds.
Nigga, you worded it wrong, bro.
Oh, go ahead.
That's what I think. I think what he was trying to say is when you find a legit woman, man, you do what it takes to keep her. You do what it takes to hold on to her. You do what it takes, you know what I'm saying? That's going what's going to take to create harmony in the house. Instead of just trying to come in here and just, force feed a plan or force feed some shit that's going to go against the grain and now y'all arguing every damn day. But again, he worded it wrong. He said, do what she wants you to do.
Yes,
that's crazy.
I don't even think that he meant it the way what he said. Like, I agree with Trill. Like, he's trying to say, you find what Ricky just said. Like, find you a good woman, and if you find you a good woman, do what it takes to maintain and keep that woman. At the end of the day, don't squander. You found you a good woman, and now you out here just still wilding. Like, you know what I mean? You find you a good woman. You keep her. In other words, I agree with Trill. He worded it wrong.
Man, you be a man, bro. Be the man you told her you gonna be. That should be enough. You know what I'm saying? 100%, bro. Like leadership is not conditional either. You see what I'm saying? If you sitting up there and you telling this woman A, B, C, D, bro, you stand on that shit, bro.
That's right.
To the best of your ability. And when you fuck up, say I fucked up, but I'm getting back up and we rocking. What's happening?
That's right. That's a man.
And that's the reason she's supposed to be rocking with you anyway, right?
That's right.
Man, if you find what it says what a man should do when he finds the right woman, you wife her. You know what I'm saying? If she's just that dope of a woman, I would say you wife her. Because that means that you're going to do some excellent things together if she's the right woman. Like, you'll get to build your empire faster. You'll be able to be mother and father to some kids that really need it. You'll be able to set a standard that is failing to be set by a lot of people. So if you find the one that you feel like is the right one, then you can take over the world. In my estimation, and you can do things that are really needing to be done, especially for me when I'm thinking about the Black community, when marriage rates are down for whatever reason the case may be. But we all know that even though there's a high divorce rate, that kids thrive better in a two-parent household, right? So if you find the right one, you marry her, make kids with her, make an incredible life with her, build your legacy with her. That's what I would say.
Hey, but be you in the process, man. One of the things that the young brother said, I don't know who the young brother is, but shout out to him. He was making it seem like, well, how you think ugly niggas get these beautiful women? Because they'll do what look, be you, right? Be who you are, stand on your square. But I agree with what the gentleman's saying, man. Like, if you find somebody that's worthy of it, like, don't squander it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to be ready for that. So hopefully you've gotten all that bullshit out your system prior to you even getting to that phase anyways. You know what I'm saying? But when you meet that woman, don't squander it. but also don't lead her along if you ain't ready. Be honest and be straightforward, be forthcoming about what stage in life you at. Because if you do find a woman that's legit, and if you keep it 100 with her and tell her, hey, I'm digging you, but I know I got some immature shit I still got to get out of my system. You never know. She might be like, you know what? I'll be over here in the cut waiting on you then. Get yourself together because I see the potential in you, whatever. I'll be over here. Come holler at me when you get there. But you got to be straight up, though. You can't be lying to these women, bro. But, hey.
Would you want to take that chance, right?
Who?
You know, I mean, not you necessarily. I'm just saying when a good one comes by and you're like, man, I'm finna keep doing what it is that I'm doing. I know you good, though, right? And so, I'm just thinking about it from an investment standpoint, right? When a great opportunity comes by, you're gonna be like, I'm just not ready. You very possibly may not be ready, but wouldn't you try to figure out a way to get yourself ready to make this investment, or go get some counseling, or get some people to help you with the money, or something to get yourself in a position to take on this opportunity as opposed to letting it pass you by?
So here's what I'll say. It's not a switch that you can just turn off. Like, you got to get phased out of that. Like, so what I'm talking about is when you in that phase, when you just out here hunting and fucking, like, that ain't no, the right woman came up and whoop, I just turned it off. You got to, that shit has to be phased all the way out of your life, man. I mean, I would love that to be the answer, right? Like, to the people in the chat, people watching, whatever. Like, I would love for that to be the answer. The right one came by, fellas, turn the switch off. Bum. But that's not the case. And if they don't get it out their system, they'll fuck their relationship up later on. I'd rather you get it out the way, be honest with her, be upfront with her. And then if she decides to kick it, chill around or whatever, and wait on you, now you know you entering a relationship that is going to be pure. You know what I mean? Because you got all the bullshit out your system already.
The reason why I say that is because on the flip side, in these spaces, it talks about several times how women have passed on good dudes, right? Just to be able to live the lifestyle in which they wanted to live, the single lifestyle that they wanted to live. I think Trill, shout out to Trill, he went viral on one of the statements that he made about, like, women want to do all they dirt, and then when it's over, now they want to find the good dude, right? Well, you let the good dude by. So what? I mean, if you knew he was a good dude, why did you not conform to him being a good dude? And I'm saying on the flip side, if a dude, like, I'm asking, right? I'm asking. I'm not even making an argument. I'm asking, why couldn't the dude say, here's an opportunity for me to have a good woman? Why not go ahead and try to go cold turkey? Because this is an opportunity that I may not get back. I'm just asking. I'm not.
I know you're asking, and because I lived that life, because I lived that life. Hold on, really. So because I lived that life of being, like, really out here, like, tearing them down, like, I knew when I was done completely. I also knew if the right one came along, I was gonna destroy that shit. It ain't that easy, especially when you're getting the volume and you're getting the type of attention that I was getting, or niggas like me that were getting. It's not that easy, man. I wish it was, but I'm just speaking the fucking Trill. Am I off base here?
Nah, you're 1,000% right. And again, just to answer Humble Dad question, I think it's, just like Humble Dad said, like, why don't you just snap and get into it? I think because you're gonna fumble the bag anyway. And if you dive into that situation and you're not ready, that shit gonna crash and burn regardless. So if you care about her enough and you owe it to her not to get right on her watch, you owe it to her to get yourself situated before we go into this thing. But I mean, it's plenty of men that done tried. I would say that's the route most men take in terms of when we run into a woman. Because fact is, when we run into a dope woman, it's always at a horrible fucking time in our life. They always catch us in the middle of a 50-point game. And then, like, oh no, come on out. I know it's the second quarter and you got 50, but no, come on out. Let's go sit in the stands. It's like, damn, baby, I'm lighting this shit up out here. You trying to pull me out the game right now? So it's like that's when most men run into that, like, great woman. So now it's on some shit like, I know I'm not ready, but I like her enough, I love her enough that I'm going to say that I am, and I'm gonna play the part like I am. As I behind the scenes get myself together and get ready, and just pray to God that I can hold on to her for dear life, and pray to God that she stay around long enough for me to actually get there. But more times than not, you oftentimes fumble that bag and ruin her in the process of doing it, even if y'all do end up together down the line. So,
But
that's that. It's shaky territory, gang.
Go ahead, Ricky.
And to examine that, right? See, it like in my humble opinion, right? It get to the point that like, and you addressed this before, Trill. It's funny how all this time together, right? How, you know what I'm saying, that you fumble the bag. Most guys fumble the bag so much, right? They get like, oh man, I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't, right? So they lose interest and start pushing the woman out the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, a lot of guys, hey brothers, you'll break a woman, but won't stay and fix it though. You're a breaker, but you won't stay and fix her, right? You're a complainer. You complain about the money you gotta pay and the stuff you gotta let go, right? Right? But then you go ahead and you put her back out there on the market for somebody else to fix, right?
Go ahead, Ali. I know you're trying to get in.
Yeah, good point, Ricky. I would, from my experience, and I agree with definitely Trill and Quest and Ricky, exactly what y'all saying. I look at it like, I think when you care enough, right, or love enough is really in reality, right? You start trying to, and the key word that you said was when you're ready. And I think that if you love enough, one, her, yes, but yourself enough, you will stop. And the reason why I say that based upon my own experience, man, of course, I get it. I understand when you out here putting up 50, all right, you up in right, you out here putting up 50. They want to Stephen Curry you and put you and sit you down the fourth quarter. Like you put up 50 points in 3 quarters. Like, hold up, coach, I'm trying to shoot for. Let me see if I can get 30 in 1 quarter, right? But however, when you get to a point, you like to start practicing discipline yourself. I think sometimes you got to look at it and really say to yourself, and this is how I did it, because when I got married, I never cheated. In fact, I didn't even put myself in a situation for me to cheat. So I didn't put myself in situations where, I'm 1-on-1, 1 a.m. That's not happening with a woman. It's just not happening, right? I'm not putting myself in situations for me to cheat. But I'm encountering women all day long based upon the businesses that I'm in, right? But I'm not, I'm having somebody else with me when I'm having these meetings, the whole 9 yards. Like, I'm literally putting myself in situations where I'm not being because a lot of times women in the business that I'm in, a lot of times women start off and acting like they really trying to discuss business with you, but they trying to put you in situations where they really trying to blitz on you. Really, at the same time, they might want the business, but they actually want the action as well. So, I just think that when you love yourself enough and start using like, damn, I'm on some weak man shit. Like, I'm and you got a good woman or something like that, or you make a commitment. That's really more so than anything. Like, your word is your bond, man. I think that it I won't say it's a switch, but I think it's that process of, you saying like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not even going to put myself in that situation. And from my experience, but I understand. And the key thing that Quest said is, man, that shit is hard.
Rashawn, I'll say this because we talking king talk, right?
That's right.
And I understand that you're a disciplined man. I met you in person. I met most of y'all in person.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, man, I know it's hard. Me personally, I think it's weak as fuck when we say we can't control our dick.
It is weak if you say you can't control it. That's accountability, though.
I do. I think it's weak as fuck when we say as men,
I don't have no dick.
Hey, she was bad. She was thick as fuck. She was. Now, keep in mind, I'm definitely old school. I'm 48. I keep saying that now since I let my age out, right? at 48, I'm finna still be running around here saying, man, that bitch, she got big titties, big fat ass. Woo, woo, woo. I gotta have that. What the fuck do I look like, bro?
Bruh.
Really, you like what you like, though.
No. I know as men, we're visual. I get that. Bro, let me tell you, okay, Rashawn, because I know you a younger man.
Yes.
On this side of it,
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for the person, and I made a deal, and I've said this multiple times. I made a deal with the person that I can trust to take care of my business. If things go left, if something happens on the other side, whatever, it will blah blah blah. Like listen, man, I get for the business that I'm in. I've had multiple conversations and calls and text messages about customers that come into my place of business that have transitioned. Right. So at this point, I know life is not guaranteed. I went to my 30th class reunion from Corliss, and we had all the classmates that passed on our back, and I'm like, dang, that's a long list. Right? Because at that age, we wasn't expected to see what, Rashawn? 18, 21, 25.
Mm-hmm.
You hit 25, you are OG.
On God.
Right. So my point being is, why do we have this preoccupation with coochie? It's pussy, bro, it's pussy.
That's exactly it. It's pussy, nigga. Come on, get the fuck out of here, bro. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, you're right.
Come on.
Come on, give me hey, Rick,
hold up. You've been chopping up all night. Hold up, stop, bro. Look, I hear what you're saying. Listen, I want to let you know. I wanted to let you know I hear what you're saying, bro.
Did you hear what I said?
But let me tell you about this. You're right. I'm older. You 48. I'm about to be 50 next year, bro. So my mind is telling me hit as many bitches as possible. How many days I got left, right? But I don't do it because I respect my wife. I love my wife, right? So we can't use the same argument you just used about the trainer and the man and trusting, right? Because shit happens, right? Shit happens. So when you can avoid shit from happening, you don't want it on the bottom of your shoes. So why even put yourself or your woman in that situation? Right? Because if it get out of pocket, I know what I'm gonna do. So it's called protecting both parties, all parties in the situation.
Why even tempt yourself?
What are we talking about? Like, I'm missing it. What's the context of what is being said?
The
I
context
think you're
is
talking
about
about
like
getting out your system. Is that what you're saying, Ricky?
No, what I'm saying is that that's in my world, that's my mentality, right? And again, like I say, all this stuff come in circles for me. I just be talking circular arguments because people act like they don't listen. You see what I'm saying? So again, with that, if I gotta fight my nature to keep my woman happy, my lady should be fighting a hypergamous nature to keep me happy.
That's right. Go ahead. Good point, Ricky.
Right?
That's a
it's
fact.
Y'all problem. Y'all want these one-way relationships and one-way responsibility. Nah, that shit is dead.
It takes work. It's work on both ends. If I'm working to keep myself disciplined, fighting against my own nature, because it is in the man's nature to conquer, right? As Shannon used the term, when we conquer, and when you lay down with a woman, you're conquering. So it is in your nature. So if I'm fighting that, she got to fight on it. It's work.
Well,
But there were two people that said that they would not, like, people saying that they're not fighting their nature, right? Saying we're gonna let our nature take control, and then when we feel like nature is like we're done with what nature is, having as many partners as we feel like is okay, then we're going to get into a relationship, right? But that's what I'm talking about. Why not fight the nature and get into the space that is going to be beneficial to your legacy, right? If we saying young dudes, listen, and we talking king talk, young dudes, listen, go get as many chicks as you want, and then when you're ready to settle down, then that's when you go find a good chick. Well, by that time, you've already destroyed a lot of young women.
I don't agree with that. Man.
Okay, so
that's not true.
What do you mean? What's not true?
So it's not true, and so I think we had this conversation before, Humble, that if you're being honest with these women, you're not destroying them, right? If you're telling and you're being, this is why I always say, be forthcoming. Fellas, go out here and do that, get it out your system, but be honest with the women and let them know, hey, look, I'm not looking for a relationship right now. I'm out here on my shit, and there's actually a couple other women that's on my roster. Would you like to be somebody that's on that team? Cool, we're gonna have a good time, but that's it though. You know what I'm saying?
Can I use your
Hold on, y'all. Let them finish. Go ahead,
if
Quest.
you're looking for more than that, cool. I won't even mess with you because I don't want to destroy you. Right? Like that's the type of mentality I was on. And that's why I encourage fellas to always be honest with these women, bro. So you don't fuck them up. But go ahead.
Can I ask you a question then, Quest? Back to you. Okay, so women have typically in average when they're having sex with a dude, it's an emotional situation. Agree or disagree?
Okay, I'll go with that.
Okay, so if you're having sex with a woman that says I'm cool with just having sex with you, you're still having an emotional connect. She's still having an emotional connection with you, right? So even though you are being honest with her, you're still having a situation where you are messing with her because she's having an emotional connection with you, even though you have told her you do not want her in that way. That's why I'm saying that it's in my estimation and as well as facts, it's bad to say, dudes, go ahead and get it out your system and don't fight against your nature and get as many baddies, shoot the 50 ball, right? And then when it's time for you to retire, then you go get your woman. Well, you have destroyed emotionally 50 women. That's what I'm saying.
So the only pushback I'll give with that is like, okay, for example, when I was living in that world, living in that lifestyle or whatever, right? I would not suggest that all of the women that I was having sex with back then, when I was being honest with them and I was forthcoming and all, I don't know if I would suggest that all of them were so emotional and emotionally tied and all this other shit. Some of them would like, this is just a quick fuck and let's go on about our business. Kind of keeping it G as me. You know what I'm saying? Now granted, I know I get what your point, right? And we can't say like we can't speak to all, right? Because we talk about that all the time. So I get what you're saying, though. Like I'm sure there is a percentage out of those women that I did smash that, like you said, I probably still ruined them, even with being honest, because of the emotional attachment. I can see that.
But now, Quest, you didn't ruin them, and that's my only issue. I got what Humble Dad is saying. They ruined them.
Thank you.
When somebody keeps it all the way 1,000% honest with you, the ball is in your court. Since we talking basketball, right? So it's your option because I've told you what this is. Quest said it's clear as day. I'm not looking for a relationship right now, and I can speak to that because I used to say the same damn thing. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. It's just honest. We can kick it. We can have fun. Whatever. Right there, I speak about plausible deniability. That's my favorite phrase.
Due diligence.
Deniability. Yeah. Because if this shit go left, I can always say, hey, I kept it not lie to you. I told you what this was, and you made the decision to ruin you. That's not on me. I didn't ruin you. And that's the only issue that I got one, but that is saying now will women ruin themselves based on that type of situation? You're 1,000% right. But that ain't got shit to do with me if I told the truth. That's my
I
gotta push back.
Wait, hold on, wait, brother. Let me just say something.
Say bullshit dog piss on that trail.
Let me just
love you, young blood. I love you. I'll fuck with you 7 ways to Sunday. Let me tell you what I teach my son. It's your responsibility to protect the integrity of that woman. I hear you. I know. I see Shan too. I see you, Shan. I see you, Trill. I see all the simp shit coming out.
No. I ain't gonna even go. So Rilla,
Wait,
So-
wait. Let me just finish this thought.
Watch.
Let me just finish this thought. Because as men, we want to have it both ways too, right?
We're the shepherds. We're the shepherds.
Like, we're the leaders, Shan. We're the leaders. We're the men. And this is what I keep saying. You can learn a lot from, and I get it. I get it. People might not understand what I'm saying when I say this. You could learn a lot from that pimping and hoeing when you give those instructions to the woman, right? But there's also accountability on the man. So I get it. I'm not absolving the woman. And Trill, I get your visceral reaction in the moment. I'm not absolving the woman of her accountability. I'm not saying that, bro.
No, it's not. Even if you didn't, the world does. Even if you didn't, the world does.
I hate you, Ricky. I'm still not going.
Hold on, really. Hold on, bro. See, this people don't look, bro. Look, okay. So what Trill say? What Trill and Quest say? You know what? She a grown ass woman, right? Give her the option, and if she rides, she ride. But no, what it is right. What they want to say, what we hear all the time. No, bro. You got to be man enough to have dick control. Right? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Because people want to say, right, if it's my job to protect her integrity, that means I'm not messing with her, even though I put forth a truthful situation to protect her. Am I off, chat?
You literally acting as a fiduciary for her. What?
Listen, y'all using all these words, bro.
No, hold on.
Man, y'all niggas want to fuck so bad.
Hold on, y'all. Let Ricky
Y'all want to fuck so bad.
Listen,
let Ricky finish.
Listen, bro. What I'm saying is this. If we truthful, it's our fault. If we lie, it's our fault. It's all on us. A, B, Quest, Rio, JR, Humble Dad, Shannon. It's all on us, right? So, B.
I know where you go.
Fall on us. Why the fuck y'all can't fall in line? We get to blame whether it's right, no matter what. When it come out wrong, we get to blame.
What is this?
Quinn, why you laughing, bro? What's going on?
Cause my boy be coming full circle on y'all ass nigga.
But it's some real shit. It's some real shit, and that right there is the problem, bro.
Bloods to go out here poking dart everything out here every which way to Sunday.
Nah, man. My advice to young niggas is this, man. You go out there and you give women options, because at the end of the day, that's all women ever ask for. They say, tell me the truth so I can have the option. Just don't lie and take it from me, which is what a lot of men do. And that be the problem. But if you're going out here and you telling this woman the God's honest truth, I'm not doing no manipulating. I'm not I ain't trying to do none of that. I'm giving you the option to make a decision. Now, if I have to protect the integrity of a woman that's not even mine, that's an adult, what the fuck does that say about society, bro? She's an adult, my nigga. Like it'd be different if she a girl or something, you know, whatever. This is a 30-some-year-old woman, a 25-year-old woman. I ain't. No.
Let me ask this. Men on the panel. How many have sons?
No.
I want to know how many men on the panel have sons. Shan, I know. Humble Dad, I know.
Why you ain't let Trill finish? Like you ain't let Trill finish, really?
I think a lot of niggas really so.
Ali, listen. Hey, he can talk for himself, but I'm saying that's real disrespectful. 100%. Like he was in the middle of a conversation.
Yeah, you gotta let Trill finish.
Ali told you to hold on. Just let him go, bro.
And I cut you off earlier, really. So I apologize. I cut you off earlier.
Nah, he got it, G. He got it. It's we gonna go in circles. It's agree to disagree. Growth, grown man. You see me? I told you I wasn't raising my voice and getting super loud no more. Agree to disagree. You right, Rilla. Next subject.
All right. Rio, you want to chime in on this? And we'll go to Shan and finish it off.
Well, I just got a question I wanted to ask earlier in this topic. For the brothers who have been married more than once or engaged more than once, do you feel that you only find the right woman one time?
Negative. Nope. You find there's a lot of good women out there, bro. But I found, like with my first wife, I found a good woman at the wrong time for me. You see what I'm saying? It's just with my wife, I was smart enough at this point to say, hey, that's a good one. But like I said, I intently date. I'm not messing with a woman I don't think that got wifely qualities in the first place.
And the reason why I asked that question is I think sometimes, and I think Humble Dad was trying to put that in perspective, sometimes we think we missing the boat if it's not the right time for us. And I think that's what sometimes leads us to be, dishonest, right? You may come across one who appears to be the right one, but if she's not the right one at the right time in your life, then you're not right together. So I think that, we have to kind of have that idea. Listen, okay, maybe I let a good one go. A lot of brothers say they let a good one go. It doesn't necessarily mean that you won't find a wife again. You know what I mean? I think this concept of feeling like we're losing out is what causes us to kind of fabricate or try to create this dramatic change all of a sudden, and it doesn't work out that way. Right. And so if we can just somebody mentioned being transparent, Quest mentioned being transparent. If you lose this one, you got to be okay with that. I think that's what we have to. Sometimes we just got to be okay with that. Right? Because if you got to make time to work on you so that you can be better for the right one who comes along at the right time, then I think what you have is going to be more harmonious than you being the one who's hanging and clinging to a good woman when you know you're not really a good man right now, at least a husband at the time. Right? So, be okay with that. If that's anything that I can push out on this topic, be okay with that.
All right, go ahead. Take us.
The only thing I'm chime in on the back end of that, ladies, be okay with the truth. Okay, it ain't our job to make you. What were we saying earlier? It's not our job, bro. Be okay with the truth. When you hear the truth come out of a real nigga's mouth, accept it. Don't be like, well, maybe I can get him to change, because y'all like to do that type shit. And I had plenty of women try doing that goofy shit. It don't work, ladies. All that is going back to ruining yourself, because once again, he was honest. He was forthcoming about what it was that he was doing and who all he had on the team, or not who, but how many he had on the team. Y'all ruining yourselves, man.
But that makes them, I agree, but that makes them like you even more. And you know that, Quest. Listen, the more you tell them the truth, the more you keep it all the way a buck and tell them how much you don't want them, is the more they want you.
That's fine, but that ain't on me. That's on them. No,
listen, I think that I'm with. Let me just put it for the point. I'm with y'all, right? I just want to bring a different look, turn that diamond just to a certain way real quick, right? A different angle. At the end of it is our responsibility as men to protect the environment and the minds of our people. I think it's on the men, not the woman. I don't look at women to lead us. I'm not looking at women to be leading in self-discipline. I'm not looking at a woman to be leading in any category over me. I just don't look at women to lead in that aspect. If I'm a man, if I didn't want to be a leader, I shouldn't have been born a man. At the end of the day, it is our responsibility. It is not solely on them. They're not taking away the accountability off them. It's not solely on them. We know that what we do. And Quest, I want to use this. I remember you said reality is, right? The reality. Most of these niggas lying. You could tell them to tell the truth all day long, B. You know most of these niggas lying. You know why they love you even more, Quest? Because they know the average man that they run into ain't gonna tell them the truth. That is, let's be real. And in a way, it is a form of manipulation. Not in a negative way, but to get what you want. Quest,
telling the truth. You said telling the truth is a form of manipulation?
Yeah, you can manipulate. Manipulation ain't a negative thing.
Nah, you was going so well.
Listen.
That strange, just like
listen what I'm saying. Listen. Hold on, wait, humble dad. Let me clarify that. Manipulation. I said this on the show before. Manipulation isn't a negative term. We use it, or anytime you hear the word manipulation, and the reason why I like using that term, because I know it's vinegar. People going, oh, you immediately think the negative term, but it's not a negative word. Manipulation, leaders manipulate the situation to go the way how they need it to go. It doesn't mean a negative thing. So my point is, you know you want to get the box, and you know you're gonna get the box. You know she never ran into a guy that's going to be honest, open, and transparent with her. You know that, though. That's your advantage. It is your advantage, Quest.
That's fair. Here's what I'll say. My dad told me that. He was like, you want to get more pussy? Start telling the truth.
What?
I'm just telling you.
No, it's the truth. But
at the same token, it's still the truth, Ali, and we can't circumvent that shit. Regardless if that's my strategy and it happens to work, you still can't have a problem with the truth.
I'm not saying that. Quest. I'm not saying that. That's why I start off by saying I'm with you. I just want, but the responsible, when you say that there's no responsibility at that point, that is not true though, Quest.
Nah, because that's bullshit too.
Rashawn, do you think if you tell the truth and she sticks in there that she's not manipulating you too?
Yeah, bro, we know that they trying to manipulate.
So with that being said, there really is no proper procedure. No, all you can do is be honest. Honesty is not manipulation.
Listen, the term of manipulation is only means when you trying to control something in a skillful manner. He just bore witness. What his father taught him is the same thing my mom taught me. You're going to get more. The goal is for him to get the box. Rather you lie about, most niggas just lie about it to get the box, and it's a very small handful of us, right? That's going to tell the truth to get the box. The goal is to get the box at the end of the day. Without being committed in a relationship with the person to get the box.
What's the best way to do that? Telling
being transparent.
I'm with you. I never said I wasn't with you about it, but I'm just saying that let's not say though. What the only thing I had to push back with Bro Trill and Quest about that there's no responsibility on your hand after you done told the truth. None. I don't look at women to lead me in any aspect, bro.
But you mentioned a goal. A goal behind communicating that you aren't looking for a commitment is to not find yourself in a commitment that you don't want.
I agree.
So you're being transparent so that both people understand where we stand.
That's not my argument. But you still you still have a responsibility to protect your environment and the minds of your people as men. We do have that responsibility though. And sometimes, and I got another pushback. If we say, I heard plenty of times, we say women are children. It ain't just Ricky who said that. If women are children, right? You know they're going to make immature decisions. You know they're going to make immature decisions. That means you take on the responsibility to protect the children. Oh, we could use sports. Here go a team that's keep calling you out or trying to play ball. You know you're going to bust his ass 1-on-1. You know he can't beat you. but he keep running off at the mouth. I can handle it, just like women say, or I can handle just not you just having sex with me without me catching feelings. You know that's a lie. You know it's a lie. So at the end, and then now you play when you start busting their ass. You know what I mean? 11, you're going up to 11-3, and now oh no, it's unfair. Why you keep backing me up? You bigger than me, the whole nine, all of that crap. It's lies, bro. They lie. I heard plenty. I just heard Ricky say y'all liars. So
I'll tell you what though, because he actually making a point that I made before. So I kind of agree with him, and this is why I just think that he's leaving the most important piece of that out, right? In terms of what my explanation was. So fuck it, we're gonna go down a hypothetical situation, right?
Go ahead, Charles.
Let's say I'm talking to a chick. Now, mind you, this is what men don't get enough credit for. The recon we do when we talk to these chicks.
Yeah, people
right?
gang.
You know what I mean? The recon we do. So we didn't analyze what her ranking is in her friend group. We didn't analyze like what her family trauma is. We didn't analyze how insecure she is based on how she moving on social media, or if I'm seeing her out, how thirsty she is for attention. So we didn't gather all of this intel, right? So when we get in there, we get to talking to her, we get to chopping it up. We will tell the truth, most of the truth, but we can omit certain details without it being lying, right? So that's what he's speaking to. So hypothetically, right? If I'm talking to a chick, and I say, look, man, I ain't really looking for a relationship right now, right? But the with you is silent. I'm not looking for a relationship with you ever, with you, but I didn't necessarily lie. I just said I'm not looking for a relationship. And because I done this recon, I know how much you like me, for one. I know how insecure you are, for two. And I know the likelihood of me getting that ass. And going back to what Rashawn said, again, just to bring his point into it, I know how often other niggas lie. So I'm analyzing the whole field when I'm telling you this partial truth, when I'm omitting certain details.
This nigga giving up the game, bro.
I always look though, because and again, I'm about to bring it full circle. I'm omitting certain details so I can always have, what did I say my favorite phrase was earlier?
Plausible deniability.
That's how I go. So you can manipulate without ever lying. Just telling her the truth. I'm not looking for a relationship right now. It's just the with you was silent.
Yeah, that's right.
This is. I mean, I get the perspective. I guess this is just a complete rewiring for me, because now it's making it seem as though we need to be responsible. It goes to what Rilla actually said. Now, if we're saying that, maybe Rilla's right then, because it's saying then we are responsible for women who aren't even our own.
No,
that's like, it's like if I'm with a consenting adult and I'm being transparent, I want something, and 9 times out of 10, she wants something too. Good chance we want the same thing. She don't even know if she likes me in that capacity, outside of just physical attraction. So now, as Shannon mentioned, I have to shepherd her into the right decision that may protect her emotionally, and she's not even mine. I mean, ultimately, if she is willing to have sex with a man who isn't hers, does she not have any accountability?
Or is it taking on none of that responsibility, dog?
Or is it just me?
We never said that she don't wait. Again, and I think that we got into this world, especially on the internet, that we think that because a man is hold himself accountable, that absolve a woman from her accountability. No, sir. That is not what the hell I'm saying. Rilla's shaking his head. I guess he's saying the same thing that he was not. What I said though, and it's either they're children or they're not. If we're gonna say that we're gonna call them children, then you have to take on the responsibility. If you call yourself a leader, then you have to take on the responsibility. If it's either you're a leader or you're not a leader. It's either you want the best it's either that you have it in your heart that you do want the best for your people, or you don't. Now, if you're saying, I'm not even thinking that way, I'm not even thinking that deep, I'm not even thinking that far, cool. But if you saying that you are a leader and you want the best, then goddamn it, you have to take on some responsibility